If you're not using the next 3 ways I'm about to give you in this video to motivate your team, you're missing out on millions of dollars. No matter how many subs you can pull a day, if your team is lazy or sleepy and is not working with their full potential, you're missing out on a lot of money long-term, mid-term, and also short-term, depending where your agency is at right now. So let's get right into it and start with the first one, the first way how I motivate my team to make sure they push limits every day and we get exceptional results. So the first way is to implement a leaderboard. If you're implementing a leaderboard, doesn't matter if it's a chatter leaderboard, if you are setting marketing KPIs, I talked about important KPIs in a previous video, then you will see exceptional results because you want to make sure there's a little competition. And the people that are on top of the leaderboard, they get rewarded with extra money, with extra benefits, long-term better positions, leading positions. You can frame that however you like. But setting KPIs and then rewarding them with a leaderboard, making competition out of it, will get you a lot of revenue. The chatter with the fastest response time gets $100 every 2 weeks. So the first rank gets $100. This is how I do it. I only reward the first rank, and then you can use whatever KPI comes to your mind. If you see, as I said before, the response time is low, set response time as a KPI. If the revenue calculated on open chats is bad, then set a KPI for that. If you have problems with people being lazy or AFK not appearing to the shift, make appearing to the shift on time. Like you can do that. Doesn't matter. Set a KPI for how many views a model has to do per week. Reward them $100, depending on where your channels are from. But it is definitely beneficial if you reward them with KPIs every 2 weeks with bonies. Then you will see a big difference because they're always chasing something. There's always a goal that is set, and they will try to reach this goal every 2 weeks, and they know, oh, it's gonna get a reset 2 weeks. Now it's my turn to hit rank 1, and make sure they see where they at on this leaderboard. Especially for chatters, it's very, very important because they sit there 8 hours and they wanna chase a goal. So give them a goal, you'll see massive change, I promise you. Second way, once you have the leaderboard set, which is more like an overall company kind of thing, let's say you have 10 models and 1 or 2 models are not performing well. So you can try that out. Do me a favor, try it out. You set the goal, like the goal is the revenue that you want to make per day on this specific model. And then, okay, you think, okay, there's 3 shifts. I have a primetime shift where most of the revenue comes. Then there's the second place, which is not as good as the primetime, but there's still good revenue flowing through. And you have the weakest shift. So for each of the shifts, especially in chatting, you set goals that need to be hit every single day. And every single day you can then reward each shift once they hit the goal. So they will wake up knowing, okay, I have to hit the KPIs, as I mentioned before, to be on leaderboard. I get extra money. Secondly, I have to hit my shift goal, which is just pure sales, because this is all we care about, the result, revenue that flows through the accounts. So break that down into the shifts. Obviously the prime time should have the highest goal, then the second highest shift, second highest, and so on. And you will see a big difference in motivation because chatters only care about how much money they make. So if they have a goal that they're chasing consistently, you will see a big difference in their performance, in their motivation, and what they do in general in their shift. They will appear on time, which is not normal nowadays. So you should only have obviously A players on your team that appear on time, but you can try and motivate them with this. If they're not getting motivated by this kind of system that you create, leaderboard, shift code, etc., kick him out. Then get someone else that appreciates the boni that he can get, and that's how I do it. That's how I get massive revenue increase. Let's continue with the last one. The last one is more like a general thing. It is not connected with any kind of boni system or rewards that you set per shift. It is this you can apply for every single employee inside your company. And what I do is I do regular calls with my supervisors. So I talked about my structure in previous videos, but you can do this with chatters, supervisors, etc. So I talk to my supervisors and they talk to their chatters. And what they talk about is very, very important. So you want to make sure that every chatter, at least depending on your capacity, of course, is called with at least every 2 weeks. So they have to hear some voices from like people in supervisor positions in order to talk about their personal things, just to make sure that you know what's happening inside their life, if they are motivated, if they want some optimizations inside the systems, and that way you find out everything. So let's say you only have chatters and you don't have supervisors there, etc. But what you want to do with an employee in general, doesn't matter if chatter or not, you want to make sure you ask them about 3 specific kind of goals they have. Of course, as I said before, employees need vision. They need a goal that they are chasing in every single area of their life. They're chasing a goal right now, but you don't know about it yet. So let's start with the first one that you have to know, which is their personal goal. You want to find out, okay, what is their personal goal? What does he want? Let's say he wants to run a marathon. He wants to run, I don't know, 10 miles in X amount of time, whatever. And this is his personal goal because he likes to exercise. Okay, that's his personal goal. Then you want to make sure that you keep him accountable on this goal. So once he tells you this, after you ask, like, okay, cool, it's a very nice goal. Till when do you want to run the first mile? And then you set a deadline. This is not something super serious, obviously, but just asking about it. I want to make sure I assist you in the best possible way. I also like running marathons. How, when and how do you want to run the first mile? Set this and put it in your calendar. Next time you will ask him, but hey, did you run the first mile yet? And you will see a big increase in, wow, okay, this person actually cares about me. This is my boss, but he cares about me, which is a good thing. It's just an example. You can connect it with everything. No matter if it's Filipinos, tier 1 countries, you have to know their personal goals in order to assist them in every area of life. That's your goal as a CEO. You want to benefit your employees in the best possible way, no matter in which area. So keep in mind. Secondly, you want to know their professional goals. Professional goals can be, one day I want to reach a supervisor position XYZ, and you're like, okay, cool, definitely. You can be glad to be on our company because we are gonna invest into 7 new supervisor positions very soon because you can see we are growing. So then ask him, okay, how do you want to reach this goal? And he's like, I'm not sure yet. Okay, then make sure to set exact KPIs again that are trackable and that represent the way that he can process from A to B, A being the position where he's at right now, B being the position, the supervisor position, what he's aiming for. Once you set the KPIs, again, keep him accountable on those goals that he wants to reach in order to get the supervisor position. And you will see, again, it's very, very beneficial if he has a vision inside your company where he wants to be. And you only get to know this if you ask him, if you keep him accountable on the goals that he sets. And give the ball to him. Let him explain, I want to reach it that way. You don't set the rules. So like, okay, I can tell you if you hit X amount of sales every single shift on average, if you show that you keep other chatters accountable, I'm gonna be giving you the supervisor position and you get X amount of money extra. Cool. The third and last goal that you wanna set are his financial goals. So professional and financial goals, they kinda connect, but his financial goal can be, I wanna buy a car. So one of my chatters recently bought a car and I had also a talk with him because he was a supervisor, and I had a talk with him. I said, okay, how do you want to reach this goal? How do you want to get your car? I think if I do this or that, like, okay, nice. I'm going to assist you in this. I'm going to keep you accountable on the goal that you told me. And then we had goals in like every 2 weeks, let's say, and we talked about it. And he was able to buy a car, which is a good thing. And now he always connects if he sits inside the car. Wow, my boss was able to help me reach this financial goal. And you can replicate this with every single person. If he tells you, one day I want to make 5K a month. Okay, how do you want to reach this? And then he tells you. And if you like what he says, okay, you agree to it. If not, okay, let's work out KPIs again that would help you reach this. And once you get there, you are able to earn 5K a month. So you want to make sure, as I said, you connect all of this to KPIs, make it trackable, and keep him accountable on his goals and show interest with his goals, whatever. Find things that you have in common with the employees and you will guide them along the way to their goals, which is your task as a CEO and very beneficial for your company. I cannot say it often enough. I have seen very magic happen once I implemented that, and that's why I want to give this information to you. Make sure you try it out. Feel free to contact me on Telegram if you had any success with this, or if you have questions, problems with your employees, let me know. Assisting you however I can. So join my Telegram group. There's also a lot of free value in this direction. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one.